Right guys, I've just installed some all-pond solution lights. These are just some basic ones I've had. They're only about 35 quid. But I thought I'd put them on so you guys can... So now the sensor light has gone off, I can show you these lights in all their glory. So these are all-pond solution lights. They're only 35 quid. I've done a video about them in the past if you want to, you know, find out basically what's in the box. But I just wanted to show you the lights. They're reasonably powerful, they're not overly powerful. And I've got them set up so they're lighting 3 areas. Obviously the waterfall, the plant area, and the skimmer area here. So that's just the lights. I just wanted to quickly show you that. And they're a nice addition to lighting up the pond, I think. You can mount these underwater if you want to, but I thought they'd be nice mounted, you know, near the roof. So I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see where it's actually lighting up the plant area. Because I've got one light that's aimed directly at the plants, one at the waterfall, and obviously one further down, as I've just said. So there you go, that's the lights. And I just wanted to show you how they were working. Right, so I've just drilled the hole out. Sorry about that, the battery went on the camera. So we've got our bulkhead connector here, which obviously includes a rubber washer that goes round and a screw nut. So that fits nicely. Just need to screw that in. So we've got the seal on the outside. It's not that important where the seal is, to be honest with you, because the whole thing's protected by a liner. So just screw that in, nice and tight. That's nice and tight there. And then let's put the sponges back in. That one back in, and that one back in. So the idea with this is we've got, well, it is an overflow, but also it'll shoot the water out towards the sponges if I get a much powerful pump in here. So let me just show you what it looks like. So that's the bulkhead connector there. As you can see, it's screwed in. It's about 32mm wide. Hopefully you can see that upside down and side to side. So yeah, it's just a slight modification I've made. Obviously you get a better look at the lava rock when I've got the water out. You know, lava rock goes all the way around it and holds the basket in place. So just a slight modification I've made, but I think it's a good modification I've made as well. So I just wanted to show you the overflow that I've changed. So that's the new overflow there, and as you can see, I have a slightly higher water level. So I just want to show you the water level at its maximum. I think we're about a maximum there. As you can see, the skimmer there, it should really be a bit lower than that on the skimmer. However, I think this is the maximum level I'm going to get in the pond in terms of the water level. So I just wanted to show you how high the water is. You know, it's just about 1 centimetre below the capping wood. So we've probably got a lot more water in now. I've just done a bit of cable management there just to make it a bit tidier, using these plastic loops, just to make it a bit easier to walk past them without standing on them. Just for a bit of artistic flair, I thought I'd put a few rocks well placed on the wetland filter just to give it a bit of a landscape look. Hello guys, thought I'd just show you what I've been up to. I've just set up my Dechlorinator and put it on the wall here. This is so I can top up my water whenever I need to. I've got those cheap hose connectors from B&Q, which is a UK hardware store. I was going to use some of these hose, what are these, Hose Tech ones. These are called the Hozolock ones. These are good quality, but they're incredibly expensive. It's like £6 for just one of those versus £2 for one of these. So I just went the cheap method. So that's set up now. So if I ever need to top up my water, there it is, really. Quite convenient. I might replace the hose because it keeps kinking, which is quite annoying. So moving on to the pond. So I'll put some cloverleaf ants in the pond, because there has been a little bit of algae in here. It does look a bit dusty in the pond, if I'm honest with you. But essentially, I just wanted to give it a big treatment to try and deal with the string algae, which I do have a problem with in the area. If I just move on to the small pond, I did put some in here as well. As you can see, where the lily plant is, it's covered in algae, so I need to deal with that. So I'll just deal with this when I've got the bigger pond finished. But I just wanted to show you the small pond as it's looking. It's really come to life. You see those irises I put all along there? I put some soil in there as well. They're doing really well, and this tree here, this plant that I got from B&Q hardware store in the UK, is sheltering the pond and reducing some of that potential sun that will obviously make the algae grow more. So I think it's coming to life in this area here. It just needs a bit thinning down a little bit over here by obviously the little patio I've built there. It's sort of overgrown quite a lot here. Didn't expect it to get this overgrown, if I'm honest with you. So we need to do something about this. It's a bit too much, I think. So as you can see, I've been cutting some of it down because I did have a plant over there overhanging the pond, and it was covering irises that are covered over there that you can see. Got a load of irises around there and restricting the sun to those irises. So I had to cut some of that tree down. Well, it's a bush really, not a tree, just to reduce it. But a lot of the plants are coming along, you know. I need to deal with that because that's a weed. We don't want weeds in the pond. So yeah, I can see we're getting a bit of weeds coming through here. It's my big issue I have is with weeds. I can't stand them in the garden. Get rid of the weeds. But these trees are really exploding. So, you know, they are sort of giving some cover over the pond. So, you know, by all intents and purposes, we have a really nice wildlife pond here, because I am getting birds coming here, and they are literally standing on that spillway and literally having a bath. So it's essentially doing what I wanted it to be, something to draw wildlife to it, and it is really nice watching birds, you know, and drinking and washing themselves. And then obviously we've got 4 little goldfish in there swimming around. I didn't build this pond to be a big pond. I built it to be a nice ecosystem for wildlife and plants to grow, and as you can see, it is full of life. So, you know, I do love the way I rebuilt this. You may have seen the other videos, and if you haven't already, because some of my new subscribers won't have seen this, but I actually rebuilt the entire waterfall. I had a tiny spillway box, replaced that with the DIY aquascape one, rebuilt the entire thing. I really highly suggest you go and watch that video in terms of the renovation that I did here, because I've dramatically changed it, and it looks and feels better, and it draws wildlife to it now. Just a bit of maintenance work is all that's required in this small pond. So going back to the big pond, we've got the clover leaf in there, just basically giving the pond a bit of you know, a big dose before I put fish in, just to try and deal with some of that algae, because I get a lot of string algae in the area, and I do try and deal with it as much as possible. So again, on the wetland filter, I put some stones in there. You can see some stones, just to give it a bit of a natural look, make it less boring. You know, just to, you know, add some interest to it. So as always guys, please remember to like the video, I would highly appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel if you feel my videos add value.